That's us, perfect. So welcome to everyone, and great to have you here this morning. And as always with the meditation sessions, we're going to set a bit of an intention before we get started. Now, you may have your own intention, what you want to feel as a result of this session today, but sometimes it's quite nice for us to create a little bit of a theme. So today's theme is about going with the flow. So going with the flow of the day, of the week, of the month, of life in general. And you'll notice as we go through some of our meditations that that's going to be a common theme for the meditations today. And I think so often we've got a plan, an agenda, and we think we need to get all these different things done. And actually sometimes we just need to go with it. We just need to flex and adapt and change depending on what happens. There's a lot of unforeseens often come up for us on a daily basis. So how can you go with the flow and be okay with that as well too? So that's our kind of intention. Great to see a few people just typing there to me in the chat box as well. Welcome Alistair, Tina, Julie, Melanie, great to have you all here, and everyone else who's on the session as well. So as we go through the session, just be really kind to yourself, and if things come up, as they sometimes do when we create this space for stillness, just allow, whether it be that feeling of, it might be frustration, it might be a little bit of emotion, allow it to come up and release. And at any time, if you want to come out of the meditation, just plant your feet on the floor, bring some movement into your fingers and toes. Just taking a big deep breath as well. But usually I find if something is working through in the meditation, that it's good to just go with it, return to your breath, return to that anchor as well too. And just encouraging you always through meditation, how can we be grateful for everything that we've got in our life, every person, every experience, every opportunity as well. So what elements of gratitude can you also take into the intention of this practice today? So through the different meditations I'm going to guide you through, you can be lying down, you can be seated, you can be cross-legged. It's completely up to you which posture you assume. I always say the good thing to bear in mind is a nice straight spine, and just to be really quite calm and relaxed in your body as well, not too rigid, not sitting with our kind of shoulders up at our ears. Just let things go easy and relaxed. That nice upright kind of spine does help us as well with the openness and the breathing. So bringing our shoulders back a little bit and just making sure that we've got space in the kind of chest area and the stomach area. And if there's any kind of really tight clothing, just loosening them a bit can be good to, again, just bring in a bit more relaxation. So over to the good bit now, and I'm going to now guide you through the meditations for today. So I hope you enjoy the different meditations that we're going to go through. And again, just reminding ourselves of the intention of going with the flow, so bringing in flow to the different practices today. So we're going to start with a flow breath. And if you can just close your eyes, relax into the meditation space, and take in a very slow, deep breath. Continue breathing deeply and feel the cool air come in through your nose and flow all the way down to your belly. Feel your belly expand out as you breathe in deeply. Notice how the breath feels as it softly flows in through your nose, into your throat, and further down your body. Make sure your belly is moving up and down, up on the inhale and down on the exhale. Just notice how it feels to bring in this calm and quietness and to just go with the flow of our breath. It's really good for our bodies and our minds just to feel this calming breath flowing in and flowing out. And when we pay attention to our breathing, at any point, we're actually practicing meditation. And just continue here for a few flow breaths. Meditation helps us focus and gives us peace. And I think everyone wants to be peaceful. Meditation is simply being very focused and calm within. Now in this moment, just listen carefully to the quiet sounds outside of you and all around you. You may hear outside noises. You may hear cars, birds, or perhaps something else. Just listen here for a moment. Now turn your focus inward. Listen very carefully and quietly to what you hear happening within your body. Can you hear your heart beating? Can you hear your breath as you breathe slowly and calmly in and out? Maybe your stomach is making noises, or maybe everything is really quiet. Whatever is going on inside, take the time to listen carefully and notice what's going on. By simply paying attention to the sound of your breath, it can be almost magical. Your whole body feels alive and feels really good. Sometimes we don't acknowledge how special the breath is. It's part of the energy that flows in and out of us. And by working with our whole body, it keeps us feeling so good inside and out. Really breathing properly can make a huge difference. Allow the breath to fill up your whole body and enjoy as the energy goes into each and every cell, each and every muscle of your body. Imagine that your breath now is a happy breath, and it's bringing a beautiful smile to every place in your body. Notice how it feels. Does it feel good? Try to spend a little time each and every day imagining this happy breath. You'll be amazed at how good it will make you feel, how good it will make your body feel, and how it will bring in more flow and more ease. Just follow that flow breath for 2 final deep breaths in this part of the meditation journey. And if you want to now, feel free to adopt a different posture. Move your body a little bit. Just make sure you're feeling comfortable. And we're continuing on this meditation flow today. Being human is like flowing as a river. Many moving droplets make up the stream. The river changes all the time, yet there is continuity as it follows well-worn grooves through the landscape. A river cannot suddenly shift its direction, just as we humans tend to follow a course set by past events and patterns. Yet the more we can become aware of how the flow occurs and the grooves are followed, the more we can relax into the flow and into the rides of life. As we see more clearly, we also become more able to steer our way skillfully through the current. And in the next part of this meditation practice, we're going to rest in the flow. Settle into whatever posture works for you. Feel the connection of your body to the floor, cushion, or seat, whatever surface you're on. Any time during this part of the practice, especially if you're feeling disconnected or disembodied, come back to this sense of groundedness, anchoring to your experience, anchoring to where your body touches the floor, the seat, or the surface that you're on. Now we're going to pay attention to our breath and notice how each breath, indeed each moment of each breath, is unique. Not the same as the previous one or the next. Notice how the breath happens without you controlling it. Your breath is happening within you. You're not choosing to breathe. Know too that all of the automatic processes of the body, oxygenation of the cells, blood flow, heartbeat, and so on, are happening in the same way. As best you can, just gently relax into this experience. Open your awareness now to the whole body. As sensations rise into consciousness and pass through, recognise that these sensations are all impermanent, continually transforming in intensity, location, and quality. Let them be experienced moment by moment and allow them to pass through as best you can. Recognise that all the physical elements of your body are in flow and flux. Skin is being shed, cells are growing and dying. Some neutral connections are strengthening and others are weakening. And just relax and ease into your body, noticing any sensations and flowing with the breath to release any tension that you may be feeling. Now bring awareness to your thoughts. With a friendly interest, observe the patterns of thinking that are running through the mind. Like clouds passing across the sky of the mind, making up its weather. Like the weather, these patterns are always changing, depending on atmospheric conditions. Realise that the thoughts you had a year ago, 5 years ago, a decade ago, each of which may have seemed extremely important back then, are now merely memories. And that thoughts appearing in the mind right now will share that same fate. And sometimes we get so caught there in a bit of a negative spiral. How can we just allow the thoughts to be like these passing clouds, noticing, observing, and letting go? Now open up your mindfulness to every aspect of this experience. The sensations, the sounds, smells, thoughts, sights, tastes, and just let go into the space that you're in. Remaining alert and present, whatever comes. Allow yourself to rest here in the flow, moment by moment. And if you notice your attention wandering a little, just acknowledge the wandering and open out to the whole experience once again. Now make any adjustments that you might need. If you're feeling a little movement would help, then take a little movement at this point. You might want to just gently open your eyes. Bring in some movement as we move into the final part of the meditation. Gently closing over your eyes again. And taking in a deep breath in and out, slowly and deeply for 3 breaths. And I'd like you to imagine a golden light, a warm, thick golden light streaming down onto your head. Feel this golden light spread across the top of your head, flowing slowly. Imagine a bit like warm honey flowing down the back of your head and onto your forehead, onto your cheeks, your neck, your shoulders. And the warming light relaxes the muscles of your face and your neck. Allow the light to move across your shoulders, down your arms and your upper body. Melt into the light, and this light continues down your body, onto your hips, onto your thighs, your knees, and allow the light just to move down to your feet. You're now enveloped in this light from head to toe. Melt into it, melt into the relaxation, and allow your muscles to be slack and at ease, bringing in any gentle movement. And just allow the light just to bring an ease to your body. And now imagine that you're in a forest, standing on the bank of a gently flowing stream. It's a warm, sunny day, and the air smells of damp earth, and lots of green things growing. Breathe in deeply and smell the life of the forest. Look at the stream and notice the sunlight sparkling on the water. Hear the sounds the water makes as it tumbles over the rocks. You reach down and slip off your shoes and wade a little bit in the stream. You're facing downstream and the water is flowing away from you. The sun's warming your back and the water cools your feet. You notice leaves floating on the water as it flows downstream. Gently turn your awareness to your thoughts and select one that has been troubling you. Now reach down and pick up one of those leaves floating in the stream. Place the troubling thought on the leaf. Bend down and put the leaf, which now carries your troubling thought, into the moving water. Watch as it floats away from you, further and further away from you. And as it floats downstream and out of sight, notice that you begin to feel a little lighter. And as it flows further away, lighter and lighter. Now return to your thoughts and become aware of a situation or circumstance that's perhaps troubling you a little. A situation that you can neither change nor control. It can be personal or global. And again, reach down and pick up a floating leaf. Put the troubling situation on the leaf and place it back into the moving stream. Watch it float further and further away. And notice a sense of gentle relief that you get here. And at any point throughout your day, if you feel you're getting caught up in a thought or a circumstance that you can't change and you can't control, this visual of the leaf and placing it on and letting it flow away will sometimes help to just release. Help us to let go a little bit. It's not a magic wand, but just bringing that awareness into our thoughts and actually being so aware of how our thoughts create things in our life, create actions, create experiences, and how we can release them and bring in more flow and ease. And we're going to end with a little flow poem here. Everything I need is already in me. Never too late to see how bright I can be. Change is freeing. Seeing life with awakened eyes. Floating with the flow of life. Not looking back, only looking up and forward. And if you'd like to be guided out now of this meditation practice today, gently bring in some movement into your fingers and toes. A nice overhead stretch can be really good. Bringing your arms out into a T shape and gently taking in one final deep inhale and just flowing with the exhale. Thank you to everyone for joining me today. Really appreciate you coming along to this meditation session. We'll be back same time next week. If you want different meditations as well, there's all the recordings from previous weeks too on my YouTube channel, which you can find on my website, which is just on the screen now, or just typing in Karen Boner to YouTube as well. Thank you everyone for all your support and for coming along, and look forward to being on a meditation session with you again soon. Take care everyone. Thank you for all your kind comments here. Fab, I'm glad you enjoyed the session today everyone. Brilliant, take care. Bye bye.